YouTube, what the frickety frack is going on? It's your boy Philly, aka Philly Boy Wonder, aka your mama's favorite African. And I'm coming at you live with some energy, 12 in the morning, some late night or early morning cookups, as some might say. And I got a reaction to a video that came out a couple weeks ago that I was late to the party on, but I really need to see this as somebody who is a huge fan, lover, and supporter of the RDCWorld crew. These guys are such OGs in the game. The respect I have for them is limitless, and I'm super excited to get into this. So we're just going to jump straight into the reaction. We're going to jump straight into the video, and we're going to have a good time, and I'll give my thoughts on it. So let's run it. Anime. Yep. It's true.
RDCWorld is a group of 7 people, but started out with me and Mark. Discovering my creativity really came from when I met Mark.
I wasn't thinking I want to create a group. These were my ideas that I just want to make something. And Af was obviously the first one on board. I feel like he was just always on board.
However, we first met, I kind of painted him as the bully of the neighborhood.
I swear, he still be swearing that I was a bully.
But over time, I realized that we actually do have a lot in common.
I love anime, and he's like, I love anime too.
Black people don't want no damn anime.
The community of anime was not like today.
So many black people didn't want to say they loved anime because it was so associated with being lame.
It's so true,
I
bro.
can see that there was a
I gotta pause right here,
but not
bro,
for
because people really don't understand. Not even just for black people, even though obviously it was very big in our community as well, but in all communities, I'm telling you, the perception of how the perception that people had on others when it came to watching anime was so drastically different 5-10 years ago than it is today. Because now it's just like gaming, just like streaming, just like a lot of these other new phenomenons that back in the day was considered nerdy and geeky and you're some loner weirdo. This is something that's considered dope, right? And I'm not even going to put myself on the same level as them, because even though I do like some anime, I'm not like an anime head, right? Like, they can chop it up about different anime shows for like hours and have podcasts about it. Me, I'm more of like a mainstream watcher, right? Where like I was watching Naruto, I was watching Dragon Ball Z, I was watching One Piece, I was like watching, or not One Piece, sorry, One Punch Man. I was watching like the mainstream stuff. I haven't seen like a lot of other ones that a lot of people are into, but still, even back in the day for the classic ones, right? Because even the people that don't watch anime, they know about Dragon Ball Z. They know about Naruto. Those are like the A-list type shows, right? And so is One Piece and stuff like that, right? But even those shows that are considered modern day classics today was viewed as something that you shouldn't really be watching if you want to be a cool kid in high school. You know what I mean? And it's like, I remember so vividly watching these dudes back in the day in high school when I was 14, 15 years old. And I, for the first time in my life, saw somebody making content on YouTube that directly related to an experience that I felt like I couldn't share with many people, right? Being a young brother in high school that has, you know, some love for anime, because even though I wasn't an anime head, the shows that I did like the Naruto and Dragon Ball Z's, I adored, I loved. I saw every single episode. I read all the mangas, and I was super tapped into those bodies of work because I thought it was just fucking amazing, right? So these people are groundbreaking. They legends, bro. They legends in the game for sure.
people of our colors. So,
and I remember, man,
we would build a culture around
the OG Hood Naruto videos and shit like that. Classic, bro. Dreamcom, yo. I'm telling you right now. I'm gonna be there one day.
Really the only one that believed.
Just watch.
But we was chasing our dreams together.
RDCWorld stands for Real Dreams Change the World, and ultimately, yeah, that's just the mission.
It's so funny because I didn't even know that's what it stood for the longest time. I've been watching them for like 10 plus years, and I found out like a year ago it stood for
I
that.
was born in Houston, but I was adopted by my great-grandparents when I was 6 months old. My father was 13, and my mother was 16.
Damn.
Growing up, I was raised in the hood, so my great-grandmother, she was so stern. I feel like everybody has their own energy. My great-grandparents' energy was calmer. So I feel like that was instilled in me. Yeah, that old soul just crept into me. For me, drawing was an outlet to really express myself creatively. It was a way for me to internalize how I felt about certain situations. I
It's
really
like me with songwriting.
everything I
I
saw
feel
on
you.
TV, Goku going Super Saiyan. This was before you could watch anime on the internet. So when it came on, it's like, okay, I don't know what this is, but I love it. I'm just
Yeah, that's drip, bro. Come on, Unc.
like,
All right.
But
I see you.
vividly remember my dad saw my drawings for the first time. He was like, oh, whoa, I didn't even know you drew. I got a lot of positive feedback. So it's like, okay, I can actually do this. So I'm in a pretty positive environment. Until my great-grandma got breast cancer. She passed when I was 7. So I think drawing gave me that time to be like, okay, I can sit down and patiently draw something and not have to worry about like what else is going on around me.
It's an escape, man. That's what art is. Art's so beautiful for that one reason. Like I said, that was me with songwriting, which I still do to this day to help me ease my mind.
I wanted to be a writer because I couldn't draw. I ain't gonna lie to you. My dad, he
Same,
like
brother.
TV shows, movies,
Same shit.
He like comic books. But he was the first one who showed me anime. He didn't know it was an anime per se. He just thought it was a cartoon. It's really anime that made me be like, I want to create. Like that shit just was so cool to me. Just like, it was just so cool to me. So I used to just write down ideas that I felt like would be a cool comic book. Back in the day, niggas wasn't fucking with anime like that. Dragon Ball Z is the most accepted anime for black people. That's just it.
Bro, but even back then.
Dragon Ball Z niggas is like, alright, bro, what the fuck you doing?
At the end of the day,
Literally.
you're a nerd. You gonna get
Bro, Dragon Ball Z is probably considered the most like mainstream, well-respected anime universally when it comes to people that watch anime and that don't, right? Dragon Ball Z is like one of them ones that everyone kind of fucks with, right? Maybe One Piece is on that level, maybe Naruto, but in my opinion, Dragon Ball Z is probably the most mainstream anime of all time. Unless I'm wrong, I don't know, but that's what I feel. And like I said earlier, even back then, let's go back 5-10 years ago, which wasn't that long ago, 2015 era, very recently, you would be looked at as a geek ass nerd if you was watching that shit. And now everyone's discussing it. Everyone's having podcasts, movie marathons, all these different events for it because the times have changed. And it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. But I'm telling you, man, it's crazy how times have changed, bro. It really is. And they are definitely the front runners for being the pioneers to make people comfortable for this shit. Because like I said, me watching them helped me go into my truth more and be like, you know what? I don't care, bro. I like anime. Fuck what people want to say. If people like it, we can talk about it. If not, whatever.
You're roasted if you try to Naruto running down the hallway. You feel me?
Okay.
So that's why I was like,
Naruto runs a little different. That's too much. I was not doing that shit in the hallways.
I love anime. He was like, I love anime too.
I guess I had a 2-part childhood, you know what I'm saying? Where I grew up in my first place, and then the neighborhood where I met Mark and them at.
In our community, we had a whole group of friends. And then Ab one day just moved in out of nowhere randomly. But he was pretty quiet. I know he didn't like me.
Mark was really good at roasting. So I was like, I'm gonna distance myself from this guy. Let me try to fit in, not really nerd out. And then Mark fucking nerded out, but he was still a cool kid. So I'm like, I'm befuddled at this point.
I found out he was an artist. And I was like, bro, I'm a writer. I wasn't a damn writer. But I was like, I got stories in my head. And he was into that.
I didn't expect that. Again, this is 07, 08. I don't have no community. All right, cool, this is my thing. Turns out, it was his thing as well.
Told him I want to make a manga. He was like, damn, that'd be cool. Like, let's make a manga.
And a manga is not an easy feat. It was our 10th grade year. I was doing the drawings and Mark was developing the characters.
Pretty good.
Writing out the story.
Pretty good, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Yo, this guy was on my ass.
And I was like, man, bro, you gotta hurry. Like, I was rushing his artistry.
Yo, we need to finish this by this time.
I was underestimating how long it would take to actually draw a manga.
At this point, it's like senior year. So Mark submitted it to a bunch of publishing companies.
Gotta start somewhere.
They were pretty much like, yo, we got your stuff. They're basically saying it's trash, but they're not gonna say it's trash.
I was like, they played us.
Damn.
At that that time, I was watching YouTube like a lot. Made me feel like, oh, you can make it without going the whole Hollywood route.
Facts, man. That's what I'm doing right now, y'all. That's literally the path I'm on right now. Watch.
Being a story writer for manga and anime. Special thanks to all my fans, my 300 subscribers, and a million, but
This is crazy.
The difference I saw.
I never saw that one.
Was the fact that, like, regardless on how he's going to get to completing the idea, he's gonna bulldoze whatever's in the way to make it happen. So I was like, okay, hey, I don't know what we're doing, but we're gonna jump out the plane, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna build another plane before we hit the ground.
What's up, y'all? RDCWorld 1.
RDCWorld here. RDCWorld 1. Subscribe.
Mark came to me one day and was like, yo, I have an idea for the name of our channel.
RDCWorld means real dreams change the world.
I typed it in, I said I was taken. He says like, all right, just put a 1 at the end. I said,
I hate that.
I feel it, bro. But
It really wasn't that crazy. Like, we just made the channel on there. Man, we got it.
gotta do what you gotta do.
We just went on about a normal day. It was history from there.
You know, we've been gone for a minute, all of us. Went to college, you know what I'm saying? I don't really see what's the great thing about college.
I didn't even want to go to college. I had already told my mom I'm gonna make it do a film. Just y'all watch. Me and Ave College was 40 minutes away from each other.
but we still have the channel, so we're making videos left and right.
Check this out.
On our own, but putting them on the same channel.
damn.
Pretty cool, huh?
One person commented made me want to just go way harder.
Facts, man. When I get a couple comments on my shorts, bro,
At that time,
that's all I need to keep going.
There was no like social media community, so I didn't think people would be interested in nerd culture and black comedy, honestly.
I wanted to show the black community that you could be cool and like anime. Like, I don't know why it's gotta be one or the other.
And it was working.
It's your boy Af. No, I'm kidding. I don't talk like that. But I wanted to thank you guys for 2,000 subscribers. It really means a lot to us.
Currently at 135, gang. Let's run it. I'm in the same boat right now.
So
Don't forget to sub.
he actually left me with his house. The house I grew up in. So myself and my friend Ben, who dropped out of school and went back to Waco. Ben ended up moving to my place. So we're like trying to make the mortgage payment. That was the first time I really had like a 9 to 5. Having that, coming home, trying to muster up the energy to continue to make videos, even though it's like my passion is like challenging as shit.
Bro, I gotta pause for that one, man, because, oh my God, that is probably the most relatable thing I've heard just today in general, honestly. Specifically in this video, but in general today, man. Like, it is a different kind of experience that not many can understand. When you have such big aspirations and dreams to, you know, do this content shit or do some kind of art, whether it's music, acting, content, whatever it is. But obviously when you're in the beginning phases and when you're in the come up story, you're not making enough funds. You don't have the sufficient funds to keep yourself afloat from the content and the passion that you have. So you have to have a day job. You have to have a 9 to 5. You have to have some kind of hustle, right? Which takes a lot of time, effort, and energy. And it's one of those things where it's like, damn, bro, like, I'm working and doing this to survive so I can pay my bills and get my groceries and all these things. But then you need to muster up the energy to have that double life and still put in the effort for this content, right? I've had these moments so many different times, bro, where I work an 8, 10, 12-hour shift and I got to come home and still make some content and do some editing or something like that. But it's like, damn, I'm losing the strength to do it. Because I was like, I love this shit. I want to do it, but I'm fucking exhausted. I'm exhausted. Like, this happened to me, bro. Back when I worked Amazon, back when I was doing pizza delivery, back when I was doing a lot of these bullshit 9 to 5 jobs that nobody wants to do. And, you know, somebody would call out and be like, oh, well, Philly, you know, no one is here, so you got to stay, buddy. Sorry. And it's like, well, shit, I can't say no because if they fire me, I'm going to have to go get another job. You know what I mean? So I just got to take the heat and do it. And it's just like, it's difficult, man. It really is. It really is. And it's a different kind of hustle, bro. And that's why the respect that anybody that is able to go past it and go over those obstacles, over those hurdles, and still overcome it and put in those late hours, put in that work, and make it to the top, they deserve the utmost respect, man, because it is not easy at all. It really is not. It looks a lot easier than it actually is.
Really going through it. And at the same time, I got the foreclosure notice.
Oof.
At this point, I could see that being like the extent of my career. So, me and
Yeah,
Ben
man.
get a apartment close to Mark, Leland, and Desmond. Okay, no, we really gotta do this because I don't have another plan. Like I said, like we jumped out the plane.
So if y'all wanna know what the rest of RDCWorld 1 is, we got Desmond right here.
Okay.
We got the rest of the bums back. To me, everybody at RDCWorld is hilarious, so I was like, bet.
All the OGs, man.
Sports.
Yeah. The sports shit go crazy.
Black humor, I know extremely well. I feel like all of our personalities have changed so much because obviously I've known them since middle school and high school. But I was always the just outward one. And Leland, that's my baby cousin, so he always want to be next to me. So like when I'm Mario, he Luigi.
He's fucking hilarious too.
Bro, that man mature as hell. What you doing? At the time, he worked at a credit union. He's mature. Dez is just, he's a wild character. Like,
Bro, they all hilarious. They all so funny.
Somebody who's gonna be in a main role that has to do something a lot. And Av is like very technical, intelligent as hell. You gotta understand, I can't trust nobody else with the camera but Av. So it was us five for the longest.
There was always people gravitating to the vision.
Around video game house is where like I started using Dylan heavily. That's the boy. That's the boy. And John was already helping us out with videos. He just loved being around the process too.
Over time, it just became everybody knowing their roles and just being together to make something authentic.
That's how you win, bro.
I can think of very creative.
Avengers unite. That's how it happens.
The team being funny as hell, they had on to it.
It just comes from a combination of
Oh, the Hood Avengers, yo, that was my shit.
And we're saying like, yo, is this something we want to make a video off of? But everything is done quickly. And I think having those reps makes it easier to execute.
Bro,
Our first,
yo, oh my God. That video right there, I'm not even playing with you, yo. I remember watching that as a sophomore in high school. And that was like one of the funniest videos in my life. I remember at that time, that shit made me cry, yo. Because once again, that was one of those videos where I was like, whoa, I've never seen somebody do this before. Fucking black brothers making comedic anime skits, right? It's such a niche market that connected to me directly, which is why I fell in love with these dudes, man, because like that was killing me, bro. And I remember I was in an interesting point in my life too, because when I was 15, I was in the East Coast, you know, I had some interesting dilemmas with my family and stuff like that in my life, and I was in a new environment, didn't really have many friends, was still trying to, you know, kind of get sorted out in this new area because I was in Connecticut, New York area at the time. And you know, like these videos what kept me afloat. This is like when I was 15 years old, when I started watching a lot of these people, when it came to the content, when I started listening to a lot of my favorite artists and really learning what I love musically, that was the year where everything kind of started coming into me and I started to learn who I was and how I wanted to be a creative. And I'm telling you, these people right here, they're the blueprint, bro. When it comes to this content stuff, they one of the OGs for this, for me and a lot of other people.
definitely, when people take anime too far.
And that mother blew up. They had 1 million views in 11 hours. I didn't even know you can get that many views that quick.
It was like another one of those moments, yo, this is attainable. Hey, let's make another one.
Are you sure about this? Of course I am.
We all wanted to show anime in a different light. I was watching reality shows and I was like, why don't we just do that with anime characters? And give them even more personality. Like, mix ours in with it.
As it progressed, it became more of a storyline to where Anime House 5 is a whole hour-long, I don't want to say movie or film, but it's basically like a piece of art. I didn't know I had 45 million views, like, it's pretty great. We started the channel in 2011. It became what it was around 2015, 2016.
RDCWorld is, without a doubt, one of the most talented groups to emerge from the modern era of YouTube.
RDCWorld. I study and I watch.
Like I'm saying, man, they the blueprint, bro.
To inspire, because like
A lot of kids.
other YouTubers inspired me as well. Swizzy first animated videos I ever seen. So we were directly impacted by Susie, like for real, for real. But also the YouTubers right now.
I just remember the moment of us being all together, like, damn, we really hit 1 million subscribers. Because we have that kind of fan base that really enjoys.
It's gotta be an insane feeling.
That feeling is a huge amount of validation.
I'm telling you, I'm live, bro. We live, baby. We live, baby. LeBron and AD watch our video, they laugh. I definitely feel pressure on creating the best content because you like, damn, will I ever top that? Creators know, like, you become a perfectionist. But I have to remember, like, you actually love this. What's making you not love it is that people could judge you. That's why I feel like community is so important.
DreamCon, the Black-owned organization for anime fans and gamers to celebrate pop culture, comics, and cosplay.
I wanted to create a con that everybody feels comfortable at, and a con that is extremely fun. And I wanted Black people to feel welcome at these conventions. And give them a space to meet like-minded people. Because I felt like if I never met RDC, who knows what would happen.
I thought that was Vince Carter for a second. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, this is crazy. Swoozy, what's up, man? I don't know if you know me, but I'm the creator of When People Take Anime Too Far. But to get straight to the point, I'm not an amateur. That's what you're thinking. However, I was wondering if you were interested in being in my Kids Next Door Avatar video. Bro, I told you. I really was out there. Hey, man.
So for the first year of DreamCon, we landed at like 600 people. Damn, these niggas really came here. This is crazy.
It's crazy. I didn't know it was that big, bro. Damn.
Expanded to, oh, more people want to come up. Now we've sold out, and it's around 20,000 people.
I think it's in Texas, right?
The energy at DreamCon is, I don't want to be corny, but it really is electric. You know, we played a big role in bringing that culture and cultivating it. It's okay to be in this community. You don't have to worry about, oh, I'm trying to look cool. And to me, that's the best part about the con.
That's so dope.
We are making anime. It is called Dark Lights. For RDCWorld, man, we got a lot of things on our horizon. Continuing to stream, continuing to try to make more short film, and that means a lot to me because it's another step towards making our own film that comes out in theater and everything. And that's the next step. We want to make movies that impact the world the same way that our skits did. And the winner
That'll be.
Everything I've gotten to experience, to me.
I see you with the biggest sweater. Fire.
My friends, my brothers with me. Like sometimes I feel like we just so concerned with just like, all right, what's the next best thing we could drop? Like, no, I just want to say I'm grateful. Like, I'm grateful that these guys are the ones I get to experience this with, and I'm grateful that we were able to even get this far.
My great grandparents, mom and dad, they're no longer here, but I feel like even if I wasn't successful, they would be proud of the fact that I stayed trying to do what I wanted to do and didn't try to change up anything, just try to get a job or something.
They watching over you, brother. They proud of you. Don't trip. They see you.
The concept, Real Dreams Change the World, has become like a collective of us trying to change the world. But it's a gift to me because it all stems back from my community. Like, this was my friend group who I was comfortable enough to share my passions of anime, nerd stuff, art, and I didn't have to act like somebody else to try to fit in with the crowd. And hopefully we continue to inspire other people to authentically be themselves as well.
Damn, boys. Yo. That's crazy. They almost have a billion of anime content. I know they already had a billion in general, probably. That was a good ass documentary. I can't even lie to you. I mean, yeah, that's pretty much it. But damn, man, we gotta give a round of applause for that because that was a really solid documentary. I'm not surprised it was so professional and good because it was obviously on YouTube, like the official YouTube account. But like seeing that, I don't know, that did something to me. I'm gonna be honest, like when I say emotional, not like I'm gonna go cry, like I'm not gonna cry or nothing, but seeing that definitely made me feel some type of way because, like I said, I've essentially grown up watching these dudes. And I feel such a connection to their content because I still actively watch their stuff today. I still tune into their skits that they drop all the time, and it's hilarious. Whether it's their basketball, their anime, their movies, whatever it is. And when they were also earlier saying how, or when Mark was saying how he eventually plans to transition into actual films and make real movies, it's just that's the inspiration, right? Because that's kind of how I feel about my journey right now. You just start off having fun with your homies, making videos, making content, and just doing shit that you enjoy because there's no other thing in your mind other than let's just have fun with it. Let's just do it for fun because we are kids trying to live our life and create, you know? And then to see it grow into this where you have a whole organization, you have a whole con, you have movie deals and sponsors and all these big brands supporting you, and it goes from just a dream to not only just a reality but an amazing reality that some will consider a fantasy. It's the same thing about. And I'm telling you, man, like after watching that, I already feel inspired. Even though I'm already inspired in general, and when I see stuff like that, that just puts another spark in my mind and brain and heart and soul. Just keep going after it, man. And I'm gonna say this before I log off. Part of my manifestations, I'm gonna be at that DreamCon one day. I'm gonna have 1 million subscribers one day, and I'm also gonna definitely collab with RDC one day also. That has been on my bucket list for the longest time. I'm telling y'all, for the longest time. Whether it's in skit form, whether it's within film, whether it's whatever, we are going to do something for sure. Because I got so much love for these dudes, man. So that was a cool video, though. That was a good little reaction. You know, we're going to keep it consistent, keep it going. Y'all know what to do, man. Like, subscribe, comment if you're feeling real generous and nice. And don't forget to turn on them post noties. And if you turn them on, I love you, and we're locked in forever, because you're going to see me now first before anybody else. So, without further ado, Philly Boy Wonder, RDC documentary. I love y'all. Peace out. I'll see you in the next goddamn